RV with me.
Seagram's RV has the biggest and best selection of RVs in all of Northern California. So head on over to Gilroy, right at the Gilroy Outlets and the exciting Seagram's RV showroom. And here is your host of RV with me, Jules Wilson.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Now, I am thrilled to have Edward Saldana. He's one of the owners of Seagram's RV to co-host with me today. Welcome, Edward.
Thank you, Jules. Welcome, folks.
Well, listen, Edward, we have so many fun things planned today. Now, in my RV review, this is really interesting. I'm going to be reviewing an RV that has used construction for years. I remember you told me about this. How many years, Edward?
85 years.
85 years on an RV, same construction. That's amazing. Yeah. Well, the other thing is, after you buy an RV, what's the most important thing?
You got to have fun. You have to have an adventure. And, you know, I remember that segment you did at Pacifica RV Resort. Now, that looked like fun.
Right. So once again, it doesn't do you any good to buy an RV, you always say, without using it, right? So you're going to love that segment. Now, the other thing, I have to ask you this. I don't think I've asked you this before. When you and your wife go RVing, do you like to cook?
Not really.
Yeah. I love you being honest, Edward. Well, listen, I really don't either. So in today's cooking segment, we're going to show you easy, healthy ways to have all the snacks packed up and all the meals ahead of time. And what does that do for us, Edward, if we don't have to cook? More time
More
for fun.
time to have fun.
More time to have fun.
Yeah, exactly. More fun.
You're talking my language. Well, listen, another thing I always say to you, of course, Edward, is when I come here, this place is huge, right? What do you say? It's one of the largest
RV dealerships in the world.
Maybe the universe.
The universe, can you believe it? Oh my God.
Crazy horse. Seriously. Well, listen, seriously, we are working really hard on our new show to help educate you really to choose or select the right RV, right? And there's no one better to help us do this than Randy Ciano, once again, one of the owners of Seagram's. So great to have you back again, Randy.
Thank you. Good seeing you all. Well, let's talk a little bit about choice. How do you make a choice, right?
Exactly.
How do you choose an RV? How do you choose an RV store to do business with?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a moment. First of all, let me tell you that every RV dealership you go to, they're going to sell the very best RV made.
Of course they are.
But let me tell you, here's the truth. There are two major manufacturers building over 2,000 different brand names. There are literally thousands of brands, but they're all building in the trailer line 8 different floor plans. That's it, 8 floor plans. 2,000 plus brands building the same 8 floor plans, and they're building them in 2 different types of construction. Now, let me give you an example. This RV is a corrugated metal sided RV.
Right.
It's wood framed and then it's steel reinforced. And this particular construction has been built for over 85 years.
Well, Randy, they must be doing something right for 85 years.
They're an incredibly
come on.
high quality grade, well built, well constructed RV.
Okay.
Now here we have the exact same size RV, exactly the same floor plan.
What does light mean, first off?
Completely different manufacturer. Well, let's get to that. This one says light. I want you to notice it says light. And then one way over here, we've got extreme light. And one over here is ultra light. And we have another one over here that's unbelievably light. Another one over here is you can't believe how light it is. But here's what's fascinating.
Well, how much lighter is it than this one?
Well, this aluminum framed RV with fiberglass siding, it weighs exactly the same weight as this RV. Both of them can be pulled by small SUVs.
Okay, well, are they both the same durability?
They're both exactly the same durability. They're both exactly the same quality. Now, the difference is cosmetics.
Well, do they cost the same?
No, there's about an $8,000 difference in price for the newer look.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. And so you're talking about, this RV you can get for under $200 a month, and this one's going to be right around $2.25, $2.50.
Are the cosmetic differences a little bit different on the inside?
It's strictly cosmetics.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Same floor plans, exactly the same weight.
Okay,
Can you
so
believe it?
if I want to go out and get into the RV lifestyle right away, I don't have to go with the light to get a light RV that I feel safe in.
Exactly right. Listen, folks, here's the bottom line. It's really not what brand you buy. It's where you end up investing your RV from. What dealer are you going to do business with? And you need to find a dealer that's really a full service dealership.
Right. Well, Randy, I know you're all about selection and choices, and I love the fact that you do offer these 2 different choices, because really it's about getting into the RV lifestyle. But what do we always talk about? You and Edward specifically. Don't buy an RV and
use it.
use it, right?
Get
and
out there
not
and have
use
some
it.
fun. Absolutely.
Well, listen, speaking of, we went on down to Pachanga RV Resort. That's hard to say, Pachanga RV Resort in Temecula. Oh my God, they have the best RV park. They got the casino, do a little gaming action, right?
A fun place to
Right,
go.
it was so much fun. Take a look. Experience it all at the Pachanga RV Resort, voted the top RV campground in North America by the readers of Motorhome magazine. Conveniently located in Temecula, Southern California wine country, this expansive resort features 168 full-service sites with full hookups, including 24 deluxe pull-through sites, as well as 27 premium sites with picnic tables. Or opt for one of the 5 large luxury sites, which are fenced with a private gazebo and picnic table. With squeaky clean restrooms and showers, and amenities such as cable TV, 24-hour laundry facilities, and Wi-Fi access, you'll feel right at home at the Pachanga RV Resort. Take a refreshing dip in the heated pool or one of 2 spas. Relax in the shade in one of the 4 cabanas, or play a game of horseshoes under stunning ancient oak trees. It's a great way to enjoy the sunny Southern California weather. Relax and enjoy the pool house lounge, featuring comfortable seating, a flat screen TV, and an elegantly designed kitchen. Pachanga RV Resort is a great place to bring your pets. They'll love the fenced dog walk and entertainment area. Of course, Temecula is also famous for hot air ballooning. Come out and take a romantic ride, or visit the famous Balloon and Wine Festival held annually. With friendly, award-winning service, combined with 4 Diamond Resort amenities and an endless variety of things to do, the Pachanga RV Resort truly is the perfect place to experience it all.
Hey folks, which car manufacturer uses a horse as their logo? Is it A, General Motors, B, Ford Motor Company, or C, Porsche? The answer's coming right up.
Hey, Seagrins, can you help me sell my RV?
No problem. Just off the 101 freeway, thousands of cars pass by Seagrins daily, bringing huge foot traffic, making Seagrins for sale by owner department one of the best with an 87% success rate. Seagrins RV at the Gilroy Outlets.
I bet most of you got this one wrong. The answer is Porsche. I once had a girlfriend named Porsche. She was a fast racehorse. After she won on the racetrack, they'd have her graze or eat grass in her field. I guess you could say she was outstanding in her field.
Well, I'm back with Randy Ciano once again, one of the owners of Seagrins RV, right, Randy?
Well, I'm not sure that's correct. I think the real owner is Seagrins, the horse.
He's a real guy in charge.
I got to tell you, he's got a lot more common sense than I do. He calls it horse sense.
Exactly.
But you know what? This is a great opportunity for me to introduce Edward Saldana. You know, Edward, I needed, 71 years old, semi-retired. Look, I really needed some young blood. I needed somebody in here that's really conscientious and cares about customer service. And Edward is so involved and so interested in that, so committed that he's even put his telephone number here, just like I do.
Yeah.
Right? So if somebody has a suggestion, recommendation, issue, complaint, we want to know about it, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I love that. The Three Amigos. I'm going to call you the Three Amigos.
The Three Amigos,
even though we know he's really in charge.
Well, we look like we're probably the same.
Stop. Well, listen, seriously, Randy. I was thinking, because, we talk a lot about what your interests are in your customers and how much you really care about people. So I was thinking, really, honestly, tell me, why should people come to Seagrins and make it their RV store?
Well, that's a great question, you know, but before I answer that question, I want to kind of make it a special appeal to folks that are watching this show. Look, if you live within 75 miles of this store, we sure want your business. That's a fact. But if you're living beyond 75 miles, or maybe you're watching the show, you're visiting somebody's home and you're watching the show, Don't think that you're going to come down here and get the special super duper deal that your local dealer can't do. Whatever we can do, they can do.
Yeah.
You should be buying local. That is the truth.
Why is that so important?
Well, because where you buy is where you should get your RV serviced. And with an RV, you're going to have some adjustments. It's a home on wheels going through a 6.5 earthquake going down the road
right?
before it gets to us. And we have to spend 7 to 8 hours doing a pre-delivery inspection. And this is where you're going to want to do your warranty work. You know, there's something very ironic that's happening in this RV industry. You know, I left for 4 years and came back, out of retirement. And I'm discovering that none of the RV dealers around us are providing service.
Wow.
We're the only full service facility within 100 miles. And folks, we're dedicated to service. We have 31 specialists. They specialize in the liquid propane, the air conditioners, the slide outs, the water, the LP, the technology, the axles,
So you've got the best in the industry.
the best people.
Yeah.
We've acquired them over many years of being in the RV service. So folks, thinking about getting an RV, come to where you can see the best selection and the biggest indoor showroom, and we'll do what we can to earn your business, everything that we can. So we appreciate you watching the show and look forward to seeing you.
RV with me.
In today's RV review, Jules will be reviewing the 2021 Springdale Mini by Keystone. No matter how you define family, Keystone Springdale travel trailers have an affordable model to help you get into the RV lifestyle easily.
Now, before we get into my RV review, I wanted to let you know I'll be reviewing this trailer based on me and my family of 4 and our RV lifestyle. Now, this is a smaller trailer, and it really is quaint and cute, but after I did some looking around, listen, our children are in college right now. I really don't know where they'd sleep. But let's start at the beginning. Once again, this is an entry-level trailer, and I just wanted to point out some of the things that I noticed as I walked through. Now, it has basically what you need for a fun weekend getaway, but these are some of the things that I look for, maybe a little bit more quality as I've gone through RVs with my family. The sink is not very deep. It'll do the job, but it's not very deep. And also, listen, that's a plastic sink. The 2-burner stovetop, nice to have, but one thing I wish it did have, or I do like when I go RVing, I like having an oven. Now, I'm not talking about baking a turkey, but I like to bake cookies and bake a little cinnamon rolls in the morning, so this doesn't have that either. Now, it does have the microwave, so you can, do a little bit of cooking. I know a lot of you probably do barbecue when you go RVing, but I like to have a little bit more options just for me personally. Now, it does have of course, a refrigerator. It's not large, but it is there to hold all your goodies. Now, the other thing that really matters to me when I go RVing is storage. What I do is I keep a lot of things prepared, or actually stored in my RV ahead of time, because when the weekend comes, I just want to get in and go. So looking at the cabinets, the quality is, it's basically, there's not a lot of fluff going on here. It'll do the job, but when I open up the cabinet down here, I noticed I still see the screw holes going into the base of the flooring. I mean, obviously you need to keep the cabinet secure, don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a little bit more luxury. One thing I did like though, moving over to this dinette area, I didn't notice it at first glance, but for a smaller trailer, it actually has a slide out. I mean, this really is cool because my family of 4 could sit here and have a nice meal. So this is just a little extra benefit because, there's a lot of room here. To be honest with you, I really think this trailer is designed for a young family just starting out. Now, I'll tell you why also. In the back here, this is cool. There are 2 bunk beds. And if our kids were like, say, 7 and 10 or even 3 and 5, they would love to sleep back here. It kind of feels like a little fort. But the other thing, if you have even toddlers as a mom, I'm thinking if you have your kids way back there sleeping, they're less inclined to fall out of bed. So it's not going to work for my family. Once again, I measured these and they're about 5 feet 7 inches. Our daughter's 5'7". Our son is 6 feet. There's no way this would work. Now, moving back to the bathroom area, it's tiny, but it has everything you're looking for. It does have the shower, of course, the toilet and the sink. So getting into the RV lifestyle, I think this would be great. Once again, not a lot of fluff. Of course, there is a double bed up front for the couple. Now let's check out the outside. Well, for a smaller trailer, I was pleasantly surprised to find a large storage space, and with an automatic awning with cool LED lighting, what a great way to get into the RV lifestyle. So here's my review of the 2021 Springdale Mini by Keystone. For fit and finish, I give it a 7. For features, I give it a 7.5. And for storage, I give it a 7. So my overall rating of the Springdale Mini is a 7.2. Now the suggested retail price of the Springdale Mini is $25,182. And here at Seagram's RV, you can easily get into this adorable trailer for $21,867.
It sure is obvious Jules is not very excited about this RV. You know, that's 'cause she's a glamour glamper. And this RV is simply an affordable way to enjoy RVing with your family.
Well, as always, I love being on the show with my good friend Scott, one of the awesome sales consultants here at
Thank you,
Seagram's RV,
Jules.
right?
Yes.
Well, listen, Scott, why are people, let me first start asking this question.
Yeah.
What exactly type of RV is this, and why do people choose this type of RV?
All right. So, folks, this is a 24-foot Class C Thor Chateau. One of the biggest reasons that this is enjoyed is the length. It's not extremely big, allowed in all the federal parks, national parks.
How many feet?
24 feet.
Okay.
So basically you've got a great internal space inside here. You're fully self-contained, which means you have a generator on board, so you can use your air conditioner at any given time. Pull over, make yourself a sandwich, wash your hands, use your restroom.
Don't have to walk out and get in a trailer.
No.
Okay, I love that.
Everything's
Yeah.
inside.
Wow. Now, I know you mentioned 25 feet or less. A lot of
Right.
the Class Bs are like around 22.
Yeah, 22.
This doesn't feel that much longer. Why does it feel so much roomier, though? What's going on?
So really what it is if you notice, it's a full wall slide.
Oh, I didn't even notice the
So
slide
you've got
out.
your slide out here, your slide out in the bedroom, and it's one
that
full
whole side of the
wall.
RV, I love that.
Yes.
Well, listen, I love the interior feel of this.
Yeah.
First off, I love kind of the blonde colors.
Yes.
But the kitchen area, listen, when I go RVing, I want to have fun.
Yes.
I want to prepare, put out all our food and drinks, but I like the fact that it has the 3-burner cooktop. I mean,
Yep.
that's really cool,
Yes,
right?
very cool.
But they also, Thor had a great idea by making sure you can shut that and have room here, right?
Yes.
Also really like the cover of the farmhouse things there, no
One
doubt,
big
right?
farm sink.
Yeah.
People love that.
I mean, there's also an oven. I mean, I don't do a lot of baking when I RV, but I do like to put those honey buns in the oven.
Yes,
You know,
and it warms up the RV in the morning.
warms up the RV,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, listen, with all of that, the microwave, and of course it has a full-size RV refrigerator, right?
Yes.
I mean, this really, really is a home on wheels.
It is.
Now, I want to take my family. There's 4 in our family, but suppose each one of my children want to bring one of their friends. How
Right.
many seat belts are in here?
So we can sleep 6 in this comfortably, but we also ride with 6 people as well because everybody has a seat belt.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
dinette over here.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the seat belts.
Yep.
So there can, even when it's closed, all of us can be sitting
That's
here.
correct.
But you know what? Sitting here, it feels so roomy.
Roomy,
I can
yes.
see why people love the Class Cs. Okay, so I like the mirrors here too.
Yes.
That's kind of cool. Come on, now, girls, you know what I'm talking about.
Wouldn't you know?
Exactly. Oh my God, that closet
Yes.
is huge too.
Great storage.
So great storage. Also the storage all around the interior. I mean, the more I'm standing in this, the more I really feel like I'm in a home on wheels.
Yes.
Now the bedroom and bath, real quick.
So you've got the walk-around queen for the bedroom. You've got a bathroom that's got a nice shower, big enough so everybody can shower in there comfortably.
So you can be tall and shower in
You
there.
can shower in
I
there.
love it. Well, this is just beautiful, Scott.
Yes.
And here at Seagram's, the good news is new isn't the only way to go, right, Scott?
That's right. Folks, we have an RV for every lifestyle and every budget. So come on down and see us.
Hi everybody, I'm Dennis Russo. I'm here to get your coach sold for you. If you want to have your coach sold, bring it down, we can market it for you in a safe and timely manner. I'm Italian, I'm a family guy, and my customers are my family. I have a lot of fun with people, and when you come in and see me, I promise to give you enough information to make an informed decision. 87%, which is a high percentage, of all the coaches that I've ever gotten in, I've gotten sold for my folks. If you're just thinking about buying a coach, I'm here to get that done for you as well. I have a lot of fun with my clients. I'm an entertainer by heart. If you want a safe, enjoyable, fun, laughable way to go about doing business, come on down and see me. I'm at 209-481-5408 if you need to call. Your time is my time. Thank you so much.
Well, in today's cooking segment, I'm so excited to have my good friend Lisa, who's also a finance manager here at Seagram's RV.
Yes.
So fun to have you, Lisa.
Nice, Jules, thank you.
Well, before we get started, we are in the Cruiser Air 28-foot rear kitchen fifth wheel, right?
Yes.
Now, just taking a peek around, Lisa, what's your favorite thing about this this particular RV?
Mine would be the island in the kitchen. There's not a lot of islands that are in trailers. This one happens to be a nice big one, and I like it because I could be preparing food, but yet talking to everybody that's with us.
That's right, feeling part of the group.
Exactly.
Right? Well, one thing I have to tell I really like is I like the wine fridge.
Well,
some people might call it a beverage refrigerator.
We'll call it the wine fridge.
Exactly. Well, listen, Lisa, I wanted to have you on today because I know you and your family RV a lot.
Yes, a lot.
Of course, you have a daughter, and we want some tips, some of your tips you've used that make it easy when you can go RVing, but we don't want to cook a lot when we go out, right?
No.
So where are we going to get started?
So I always start first with my snacks.
Okay.
Snacks are the easiest. They're easiest to buy, easiest to pack, because they're already pretty much pre-packaged.
Right.
So I think about what can the kids grab when they're outside playing, on the go. I have granola bars I always take.
And they're healthy, so that's good.
Healthy, definitely on the healthy side.
Right.
And then the Ritz crackers, which are also easy to grab and take out. The must-have, though, is the s'mores for after dinner and while we're sitting around the campfire.
Right, but I need to buy 2 times the candy at the bar, but that's okay.
We all do. One for the kids, one for the adults.
Exactly.
And then always peanut butter and jelly with sandwiches, which is really easy, very healthy, and it's easy to pack. You don't have to have a lot of meat and cheese and all of that.
Right.
Also, the other thing that the kids really love with the snacks is very healthy carrots. Also very easy to grab. You can take this out of the bag of carrots and put them in individual packs so they can just come in and grab and go.
Great idea.
As they're playing. For breakfast, either a muffin, which is really healthy, really good.
High fiber.
Yes, high in fiber. Or eggs that you can also hard boil, and the kids can eat those in the morning as well for a lot of protein.
I want to ask your opinion though on water, because I used to buy a lot of these, but it's not really great for the environment. Let's face it, right? So what do you? I notice you have here the big one.
So I buy the big container of water, and what I let the kids do is they get to take a cup over here.
Right.
I put their initial on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then they fill up with this.
And they could have that cup all weekend.
And they have the cup all weekend. It's their one cup, and we don't throw it away. They use it the entire weekend. Water, juice, whatever.
And now we're not wasting, obviously, right?
Right.
Now, we all love potato salad. And the thing about this is, I've done this for years. I make it the night before.
Yes.
Because it tastes better.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
So it can sit and get all the salt and pepper and mayonnaise all together. It's amazing. And then you can put it in a container to go.
There you go.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then the other thing that I always bring is the roasted chicken from the supermarket. You don't have to roast it.
Right.
I don't have to roast it. We can cut it up, make it with sandwiches. They can grab a leg or a thigh, get it to go, or you can put it over a very healthy mix of salad.
Yeah, well, actually, one thing I love about the prepackaged salads now is obviously kale is really, really healthy.
Yes.
But my kids don't like it.
They hate it.
So what do you do?
So I mix it in with the regular salad with butter lettuce, romaine, iceberg lettuce, and then I put it in there, and it kind of hides it a little bit.
Exactly.
And if you put chicken on top, then they're super happy.
There you go.
Right, because it's healthy. The other thing that I always bring are a lot of vegetables. But because artichokes take a long time to cook, I also pre-boil these so they're soft. And then when I bring them, I put them in a Ziploc bag. You can cut them in half, put them on the grill for a few moments with salt and pepper, and they're great to go with the steaks.
Yeah.
Which are perfect.
Well, Randy and his wife have gone, they go RVing a lot, right?
Yes.
Especially during his retirement. He taught me this little trick. Can I share?
Yes, please.
Okay, so he said, here's the secret to cooking meat when you're on the road, or even the night before. If you don't, you can have it cold and put it in a burrito or something, right? Buy a 1/2-inch steak, no bigger, and then 2 minutes on each side. And guess what? Randy says it's not undercooked, it's not overcooked. Isn't that awesome?
It's perfect.
And you can also make a steak burrito.
Yes,
right? So
when
I love
you're
it.
done.
I had to add that. Do you mind?
No, not at all. So actually, that's why you said burrito. I always bring a can of refried beans. I bring salsa, and I bring tortillas. Because whatever we have the night before for dinner, then whatever's left over, I cut it up and make burritos for the kids for lunch, or if that's what they want the next night for dinner.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, easy, and it's no mess, no fuss.
Well, the other thing is sometimes I want a little bit of chocolate besides the s'more. So what else you got going over there?
Yes. So what I also have for healthy snacks that are actually provide a lot of energy are your nuts and berries, right? And your dried fruits. I have dates, sunflower seeds, walnuts, almonds, baked, no salt, because nobody needs that,
right?
Roasted. apricots, and then fresh fruit.
Yeah.
You can cut it up yourself and put it in Tupperware if you want, or you can buy it from the grocery store like that.
You know what I noticed too? If it's cut up, I'll eat it. Right?
Yes.
And my kids will eat it.
And you don't have to stop what you're doing out there having fun camping to come in here and cut up apples and cantaloupe and strawberries.
Yeah.
It's just all there done either from the grocery store, or I always have tons of these that I meal prep with.
Yeah.
And so that way it's all done. Kids can open the fridge.
Well, this is a fun, I mean, you're a mom like me. We're working moms, right?
Yes.
When we go RVing, we want to disconnect from a lot of responsibility, yet we still want to have fun and we want our kids to have it. So thank you, Lisa.
Yes.
This is fabulous, great tips. A lot of this stuff I wouldn't think about, but when I see it up in front of me, I do. So thank you so much. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take all your list of healthy items, right? Put them on the website for people.
Oh, good idea. And then they can have a shopping list.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for all these tips. It was awesome to have you on the
Jules.
show today.
Yes, of course.
RV with me.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Now, in upcoming episodes, you can be sure we're going to be bringing you the best places to go RVing. We're also going to be bringing you healthy, easy recipes where you can make fun meals on the road and, you know what, have a lot more fun and time with your family. Right, Edward?
Right, Jules. And we're here to help you select the best RV for you.
Well, that's right. Now, listen, at the end of the day, isn't it about having more fun in life, Edward?
You gotta have fun.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Come on,
see you next time.
Let's do the twist. Come on, baby. Let's do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. Yeah.